Hello everyone, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time, we carried on through the various traps and tunnels underneath this Hag's house in a swamp, and now we find ourselves presented with this mushroom circle. I don't know where it goes, I don't know what it's for. Andrew is the only one who was able to make it to the other side of this locked door, and I've come this far. I don't really see how I can possibly consider going back and not going through the mushroom circle. So let's hope this is something nice and not something that's going to get us killed immediately, but we'll find out now. Okay. I am in the Underdark. This was unexpected. We are in the Underdark. There are crystals here that we can't pick up because we're a badger and we don't have hands. We can't jump up on these things. Is there a pathway out of here? Is this it? Is this an invisible wall? Is this a spell? Yes. Yes, it is. Alright, well, first of all, let's sneak as we do whatever the hell we're doing here. I mean, it would be really dumb to go through a second mushroom circle right now, right? I am so out of my depth. But from up here, unless we can do like a really intricate series of jumps onto these mushrooms, which it appears we can't because there's not enough space. We keep failing investigation checks probably because we're a badger, in fact. What's our... No. We have high perception, but I don't know if that's just our stat versus what the badger would have. Not sure. But I can't see any way down from here. I mean, we could try burrowing to some faraway location that we can see. Or we could go real Hail Mary and see what's through this mushroom circle. Alright, you guys convinced me. Okay, so that's like a giant elevator. Is that what that is? I think that's what that is. There's a dead drow. Torch stalks. Oh god. There's some kind... So, I ran an entire level 1 through level 15 campaign on the tabletop. And there was a creature in the monster manual. Let me just look it up so I don't tell you an incorrect story. Here we are. So, page 34 of the monster manual. Bullet. A bullet is a massive predator that terrorizes any lands it inhabits. Also called a land shark, it lives only to feed. Irascible and rapacious, bullets fear no other creature and they attack with no regard for superior numbers or strength. And they have the feature Underground Hunters. They use their powerful claws to tunnel through the earth when they hunt. So, when I see something burrowing through the ground without care or attention to what's going on around it, that's the creature I think of. I've got no idea if they're programmed into this game, but that's what I think when I see a trail of burrowing sand in the dirt. There's another big hole. Seems to be some kind of abandoned camp over there. But honestly, unless I'm going to get back to the surface and loop all the way back round to where I just was... Good grief, there's like a giant wood castle-y thing. A river. Doesn't look like there's any boats. I'm too far away to see any creatures or humanoids. This looks like a terrible place to be. And I think it's time we went back to the nice, pleasant Hags house. But at least we found a way into the Underdark should we need it later. Okay. That was a great 6-minute diversion. Now I have to get Andrew back to the other side of this door. I'm hoping that Burrow will accomplish that for us. How did we get over here in the first place? Shadowheart and Co. Could you step back slightly? You guys definitely can't walk through this door, can you? No. Alright, if you can't go in, come down, please. Preferably in a way that doesn't get you all injured. And then back to Andrew. We must have come from somewhere in the circle. Unless we clipped through this wall. I thought this rising piece of ceiling through the camera there was going to be the start of some kind of cinematic. Did we come through this side? Alright, I'm going to cheat and I'm going to look at my own video to see how we got over here last time, so I'll be right back with you. Ha 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 ha! Okay, so our survey says that we did come right from the edge of this piece of land. So we got 2 here from there. Alright, that's good. Let's hop back down. Join the rest of the party. And now we have a fight to prepare for, I think. I think down here there's going to be some kind of, unless it's through that door as well, there's going to be some kind of confrontation with a hag. I can see one trap flower just there. But we're all injured and hurt and tired, so it might be time for a short rest. The question becomes, do we want to unwild shape as Andrew now, or do we want to stay with these 13 hit points until we get hit first? We will get 2 wild shapes back for short resting, so I think we're just going to abandon this badger. Oh yeah, especially with 13 hit points underneath. Then we are going to natural recovery, 2 first level spell slots, because we still have all 3 of our second level spell slots. Gale has already used arcane recovery. Shadowheart has 2 first level spells. Astarion has all of his first level spells and no bite, but that will come back with a rest. So we will short rest here. Try and get as much HP back as possible. That's pretty good going, especially because we are all still benefiting from the refreshed condition. Maximum HP increased by 10 until next long rest. And Astarion still has the happy condition, so he still has +1 to all attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks, which is excellent. So the only thing to remain to think about is whether we want to cast Scroll of Protection from Evil and Good on someone, because then they won't be able to be charmed, frightened, or possessed, and when the creatures attack, they do so with disadvantage. So I think because Gale is a human, he's going to be at risk of being charmed or put to sleep or any such problem. So we'll walk back down here. Let's do so while sneaking, please, just in case. And if we're all sneaking, does the whole party move? Or is it 4 individuals? The whole party comes along. That's nice. My other question is, how dark is it down here? Ancient Abode. Okay, we've crossed the threshold. There's the Mayrina, that's it. Not the lady. She has a name. So, Shadowheart. Let's start with a Scroll of Protect from Good and Evil on Gale, please. So we're concentrating on that, and that is going to last for some amount of time. I'm not sure how long, so let's go into turn-based mode as we move in here. Astarion is already sneaking, so he will peel away gently.
There, in the cage.
Well, we failed a perception check, but we saw what's in the cage, so that's a nice start. How are we gonna rescue? Auntie Ethel is apparently in the room. There she is. Ambushing. I don't know what ambushing means. Ready to ambush. Okay, well, we might just about get the upper hand here. Is it just going to be a case of sneak attack, everyone wails on Auntie Ethel? Andrew's probably going to moonbeam. Gale. Perhaps a witch bolt for attack over multiple turns. Shadowheart is already focusing on a spell, but she can have 2 first level guiding bolts or healing words if necessary. And that sounds like how it's going to go. So let's see if we can't have everyone kind of get into casting range. Shadowheart isn't sneaking anymore because she cast a spell. That's fine. We can spend an action to sneak. And Gale is up behind. Is there a path to the right? There is. Because ideally I don't want to all be in the same place. Area of effect spells are very harmful. Right, let's end a turn here and see if we just get another one. Yep, nothing suspicious of us so far. Let's start with Gale, who's taking the long road. Astarion, take point, because you're going to have the first shot. Is anyone else nervous? I'm nervous. Where are you going? That's not the direction I sent you in, but okay. And again, we'll click and turn. What's that? Control orb. Well, if there was ever a button to lower a cage, I think a control orb would do it. Keep creeping round. Apparently there's no traps on the floor here. I'm very happy about that. How far is this? 64 feet. What's the range on guiding bolt? 60 feet. That's good. What's the range on moonbeam? 60 feet as well. We should be able to make this work. Okay, and turn again. Thank you, Astarion. Let's move Gale across, and then we will try and disarm that. Oh, if we lose this check, I'm going to be mad. We are fine. One presumes that is safe and inert now. We will end turn once again. Does she see us and Auntie Ethel doesn't? Alright. Gale is going to have a shot to get to that. Probably with a jump, but not this turn. For now, I guess it's time to put some poison on our bow. And take a shot. Is it tab to pull out our weapon? Tis. What poison do we have? Basic poison, basic poison. Coat weapon. And I mean, we might as well use one of our fancy arrows while we're at it, right? Create an acid surface that will lower armor class. Ice damage creates an ice surface. She might fall prone. Arrow of ill matter deals 1d4 necrotic damage and prevents the target from regaining hit points until the next turn. Lightning damage electrifies blood and water. Let's go with an acid arrow. No, but I can't do an acid arrow as a sneak attack. That's a shame. And wish me luck. I know we're 19 minutes into this video somehow already, but there's no way we're taking a hiatus here. Here we go. They are surprised. Astarion doesn't currently have an action. But we're not in initiative. But I was going out of turn-based mode. So now we have a decision. Do I end my turn and hope she hasn't seen us? Or do we just take an attack with everybody now whilst they're surprised? I think we do that because Moonbeam will trigger twice in this instant. Shadowheart. We failed stealth. And I'm not going to start concentrating over here because I want him to be able to get to the orb without being assaulted. So in fact, rather than doing 1d10 on a cantrip, I'm just going to end and hope he remains hidden. Either everything is broken or everything is going perfectly to plan, and I'm not sure which we're in at the moment. Something about this feels very broken.
Enough! Don't do this!
We keep failing stealth, but we keep not dying. So it was only when we killed her... Oh, get... Andrew. Did you just knock yourself out with your own moonbeam? Because I swear to God. Right, let's pull this down. Let's see what she had on her person. 2 poisonous slime blobs, 2 potions of greater healing, a potion of invisibility, Corellian's Grace, 1d8 bludgeoning, uncommon 2-handed melee weapon, unhampered resistance. If the wielder is attacked while not wearing armor, they receive a d4 bonus to saving throws. Interesting. Lots of alchemist fire, and 2 flammable slime bombs. Well, let's go and see if Marina can be saved. Vulnerable to psychic and acid damage until next long rest. Interesting. Well, I don't know if that was incredibly anticlimactic because the game didn't seem to keep up with my stealth plans, but as is the rules, they work for me as well as much as they work for the game, which is that there's no saving, no rerolls, no do-overs. So that's the climactic fight with the hag, I suppose. But join me next time, we'll see if we can save Marina, what else is down here before we leave, and then perhaps, who knows, we'll return to the Underdark. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.